Karambe Primary School is a clean school. Though it's located in a poor rural community in Kenya, the grounds are well kept, latrines are clean and water for drinking and washing hands are provided daily. Children are proud of their school and help to keep it clean.
Aneno ka en gima important kaluwore nikech gokinyi ka gokinyi nyaka make sure ni latrines are washed. Kendo ayudo ka be pi noseole water vessels mothiedhi koro aneno ni tijno.
A few miles away, Atela Primary School provides a radically different learning environment. Latrines and water vessels have fallen into disrepair, and the school struggles to provide essential items like treated water or soap on a daily basis. Between 2007 and 2009, both schools received improvements in water, sanitation and hygiene from a research project called SWASH Plus. One of the areas of research focused on why some schools were able to maintain these changes more successfully than others. Though each school is different, experience and research show that they face common challenges in maintaining school water, sanitation and hygiene services over the long term.
The amount of money that the government normally gives for this, the latrines and the water points, is very little. That cannot sustain the school community.
Although the government is in the process of increasing these budgets, schools have to think hard about how to prioritise this limited funding. Many schools choose not to use this funding for soap, water treatment solution and cleaning supplies, items that are vitally important to ensure the effectiveness of school water, sanitation and hygiene over the long term.
In some schools, they have involved their children in managing of such facilities like the toilets. In some schools, they may not have involved the students, they may not have trained their children on how to make use of the facilities, and therefore it brings up the difference between the institutions.
Changing behaviours to focus on cleanliness, hygiene and school water is also vitally important. Maintenance of facilities is key. SWASH Plus research shows that pupils in schools with cleaner latrines were half as likely to be absent than pupils in schools with dirtier latrines.
Thoro biro skul mang'eny nikech giyudo ka chole ginyalo yudo yo ma gilokogo parts gi.
Another challenge is that infrastructure like latrines and hardware like plastic hand washing and drinking vessels are often the only components of school water, sanitation and hygiene that are prioritised. Yet, improved infrastructure alone is insufficient. Other costs for supplies such as soap, water treatment solution and detergents for toilets and for minor repairs are just as important. Some schools have found ways to pay for these recurrent costs. However, although some schools have successfully sustained their water, sanitation and hygiene programs, many more schools are still struggling. When 25 schools were provided with a comprehensive school water, sanitation and hygiene package as part of a SWASH Plus study starting in 2007, they began to treat their drinking water to make it safe for drinking. However, these gains were reversed over time. For these programs to succeed, the government needs to make a stronger financial commitment to support water, sanitation and hygiene in schools.
And also involvement of the community, the parents specifically. So we can at least talk to them, train them on even maintenance. Like when we want to hire a plumber, you need to pay. But when the parents, we can have a few of them trained, then they can be called upon to maintain the school facility.
Everyone, from parents to pupils to school administrators to government, needs to be committed to ensure that schools have safe water, clean latrines and good hygiene behaviours over the long term.